guys saw the title, so you know what we're doing today, and you're probably thinking, how the heck do you come up with these ideas, Shaughnessy? I don't know. Like, I literally don't know how I even came up with this, because I haven't seen anyone do this, and I thought it would be really fun to do. We are letting this puzzle choose what I read for this week. Now, this actually scares me, like, so much. I haven't even opened up the puzzle yet. Like, you can see it has the, like, wrapping on it, and I will link the puzzle below, but I have had this puzzle forever, like, not forever, but like for a few months, and I've been wanting to do this video. I just haven't like had time, but now is the time. There are so many books. There's obviously a ton on the front, but once you guys turn the box around, there are so many more books on the back. So I'm going to randomly pick one of these books just out of the blue and read it. If I don't end up having the book, I will go to the bookstore and pick it up. I think I'll only do that like maybe once or twice, depending on like how many books we read, because I don't want to like buy a ton of books for this challenge, but I definitely want to like stick to the challenge best I can. I'm so serious when I say that I'm actually nervous for this challenge, because some of these like books are not my vibe. Like Song of Achilles, like there are just a lot of books on here that I feel like I would be literally shook to get. But we're gonna open this up, and then I'm going to pick something on here just blindly. Now you guys can see it a little bit better. On the front we have a ton of books, but on the back there's even more. Like there's some Nicholas Sparks books. There are some like Regency romances, which are not like what I normally like to read. Like you guys know my taste. There are just some books on here that I'm literally scared to get. So we are going to randomly choose. What I'm gonna do is literally just like close my eyes and like point to one on the back, and I will like do it like this so you guys can kind of see, and then I'll keep my eyes closed until we get close to the screen so you guys can see it. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the like bookshelf so that you guys can get a better view of the like books, I think. I mean, I guess you could probably see them here, but I want to get a little bit closer so you guys can see. So why am I so nervous? I should not be this nervous. I wanted you guys to have like a plain background behind this versus the books behind it so you guys can see it better. I just felt like it would be easier to see. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and randomly pick a book. I haven't even looked at half of these books, so I don't even know what they are. Fake it till you bake it. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna try to get a little closer. Okay, I'm really excited for this one. I have not read anything from this author. This is from Jamie Wesley. I feel like this is the perfect choice for the first book from this little puzzle. I don't actually have this book on my bookshelf, so I'm gonna need to go to Barnes to go pick it up. But whenever I go to Barnes to pick it up, I feel like I should also pick up the second book that I'm gonna be reading, but I don't wanna pick it just yet, you know? So we might have a couple Barnes trips in this video. I have already read The Kiss Quotient, which was also really close to my finger whenever I like picked the book, and I've also read Confess, but my finger was like kind of in the middle a little bit here, so I have already read that book. So this is a perfect little pick. Of course, I didn't just get the one book that I went for. I ended up getting more. That's just the way that I am, okay? That's just the way that I am. I will say I got 3, which, you know, could have been more, could have been less. But we're gonna start with the one book that I came for, that I ended up getting, which is Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. I'm really excited to read this one. This one says Jada Townsend Matthews is the most reviled woman in America after turning down a marriage proposal on a reality dating show. When she comes home to lick her wounds, Jada finds herself working at San Diego's newest cupcake bakery, Sugar Blitz, alongside the uptight owner and professional football player Donovan Dell. When a reporter mistakenly believes Jada and Donovan are an item, they realize they can use the misunderstanding to their advantage to help the struggling bakery and rehabilitate Jada's image. Faking a relationship should be simple, but sometimes love is the most unexpected ingredient. This looks cute. Fake It Till You Bake It is a sweet confection of a novel, the perfect story to curl up with while enjoying a cupcake on the side. How cute. This looks like a cutesy little read. Then I ended up getting business not as usual. The reason I picked this up is literally because of you guys. I check my Goodreads and I check your ratings to see what you guys thought of stuff because I feel like we read similar books. So I saw all of you guys' ratings and you said that you guys enjoyed this. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring this home, and it also looks like a really cute read. I feel like I've been in the mood for like fluffy little romances because I've had some like heavier heartfelt romances, so I kind of like, I don't know, I want to kind of end summer with those. And then a book I think I'm most excited about in this stack is The Black Queen by Jumanta Emil. Says everyone loved her, homecoming killed her. This book looks incredible, and it kind of is giving me the vibe of like Their Vicious Games by Joelle Wellington, if you guys read that book. Not necessarily the vibe of like what happens, but like the vibe of like the suspense of the story. It says Nova Albright, the first black homecoming queen at Lovett High, is dead. Murdered the night of her coronation. Her body was found the next morning in the old slave cemetery she spent her weekends revitalizing. I mean, and this is in young adult, so I feel like it's gonna be good. It kind of also seems like it might be similar to like mystery vibes, like what was that book? Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's like where the girl solves the murder at the school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it's literally like a TV show now. Now I have to look it up because otherwise I'm going to be thinking about this all day long. I read it, I just cannot think of the title. It kind of is giving me that vibe because it is like they're trying to solve a mystery of like what happened, and it's also like they're in high school. And I feel like these like kind of whodunit stories in high school always really pull me in. I don't know what it is, maybe because I feel like I'm Nancy Drew and I always loved reading Nancy Drew books whenever I was in high school. Maybe that's why. It could also be because these are usually just pretty fast paced in comparison to like adult thrillers. Like I feel like adult thrillers or adult like what's it called, mysteries kind of take a minute to get into. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I knew the minute that I saw the cover, I was like, oh yeah, like I am gonna remember, which I did not remember it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I just feel like it's gonna give that vibe. So I'm going to take this book to the coffee shop and read there for a little bit and hopefully get into it. Pleasant surprise because I don't think I went into this book thinking that I would like really even like it that much, mostly because I haven't really seen anyone talk about it. I haven't seen like a ton of reviews about it, so I genuinely was just like, I don't think it's gonna be for me, and I'm loving it so much. It's so freaking cute. I'm at the part in this book where she is just like kind of warming up a little bit to the like cupcake shop owner, and he ends up buying her a pair of shoes because she's like working for him, and he's like, I see that you are like really struggling, and like I know that you like nice shoes, so I wanted to buy you a pair. One thing that I really love about this story is that it's not like your typical fake dating story, because they haven't even started fake dating yet, and I'm on page like 87, so I'm pretty far into it, but they're really setting up for them to be like true enemies. Like they do not like each other, and I feel like a lot of books, they don't give you time to like really see that set in before people start fake dating. It's like they immediately start fake dating, usually within like 30 pages or something. So I'm really enjoying that about this. I will say that the chapters are a little bit longer, but they do have these nice little like page breaks right here. I don't know if you guys can even see that, where you can like find in the story if you want to not like, you know, read 100 and whatever pages that are in each chapter. Not 100, but you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of pages in each chapter, so it breaks it up really nicely. But I am really enjoying this. It's so underrated, and I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about it, which makes me even more excited to read more books that like aren't really super hyped up, because I'm like, there's so many books out there that we don't even know that we could be obsessed with. And I do think that this author actually is coming out with the second book in this series in November. So I'm definitely gonna be picking that up because I've been literally giggling while I'm reading this book. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish this tonight, and it is so cute so far. I'm just like wondering how many books I like am already underrating, even though I haven't read them or heard about them, because I never would have picked this book up. Like literally, this has been on the shelf at Barnes for so long, and I've never thought to bring it home or anything, just because I was just like, like it's probably not that good. And it's really cute. Like, I feel like authors do not do fake dating justice a lot of the time, because you have to get like the longing right, you have to get like the tension between them right, and this book is doing it. I don't know if I even shared like what it's about. So it's about this girl who goes onto a reality TV show, and while she's on that reality TV show, she ends up rejecting this guy, and like the whole world is pretty much just like hating her because she ends up like rejecting the guy on this reality TV show, because like I guess he's like very well loved. She's also super rich. So there's another story about another main character. His name's Donovan. The other girl's name, I'm pretty sure, is Jada. And Donovan, he is a NFL player. He also just opened a bakery because he like wants to start a business that can like sustain itself if he doesn't get like another contract. So both of them have like a lot going on. And in this book, his bakery like isn't doing so well. And obviously her like, I don't know, what's it called? The way people view her is like not as great. It's hard for her to go outside. Like people are just like rude and mean to her all the time. So she kind of wants to get her image up. That's what I was like thinking. She's like wants to get like her image a little bit better. So her grandmother ends up telling her, you can get your trust fund if you work at this bakery, because like she knows Donovan and like she has like connections with the NFL. So she's like, if you work at this bakery. Now they have already met at the bakery. They did not like each other. They had a really like tense meeting, like right at the start of the book, which honestly is what like hooked me initially. And during that tense meeting, they were just like, you get on my nerves, can't stand you, never gonna see you again. So her grandma's like, you can only get your trust fund if you work for this guy. So she ends up working there, and I don't want to like tell the rest of the story of like what ends up happening, but there definitely is fake dating in here. There is like a reoccurrence of an ex. Like there is just so much going on in this story that I feel it definitely keeps you invested. I will say it's told in third person, so if you're not a fan of that, I don't know, just like keep that in mind. It does have longer chapters, but I normally don't like when books have like a lot of inner monologue. I also don't really like when books are like told in third person, but I think the reason I like this one is because it like has so much going on, you know what I mean? Like it's not boring at all. So it is keeping me invested, definitely. And I'm on page like 205. And there's only 300 and I think 15 pages in here. 317 pages. So we're almost done with this. I definitely am gonna finish the rest tonight because I have like 100 or so pages left. So I want to pick the next like book that I'm going to read. Had to get a little bit closer so you guys can see all the goodness of this little challenge. I'm not gonna pick something from the front because this is like a lot smaller of like a selection. I'm gonna pick from the back again, and I'm definitely nervous. I wanna pick something good. Like I wanna pick a good book, which the other book was a good book. So I definitely feel like I can do it again. I just don't wanna pick something that I just don't want to read. I feel like it's so easy to just like get out of like a fast-paced like excitement for reading when you're reading something you literally don't want to read. So let's hopefully pick something good. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I've literally already read that one. All right, we're gonna try again. We're gonna pick a good one. What is that one? The Problem with Forever. Okay. I can give that as a good option. little nervous to read it because, you know, but I will, because that was the pick, and that is not a book that I normally would have picked, but that is the pick for today. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get to focus. There we go. I also picked like Partially Ugly Love because obviously like it's so hard to just pick one thing, but I've already read Ugly Love, so I think that is a good book pick, and we're gonna read that one next. What's kind of cool is I've had this on my TBR for literally forever, so it's kind of exciting because I never would have picked up this book. I've been like meaning to read it for a while, but I just haven't gotten into it, so I'm interested to see how I feel about this one. It's officially my birthday. We're at the farmhouse and I'm just getting my hair untwisted. We're getting ready to go out and eat and have like a little morning breakfast together. I always feel so grateful whenever I get together with friends because I just am like, high school Shaughnessy would be shook by like the fact that I have friends who like want to show up for my birthday. It just feels so special. If you guys have been asking me how I like do my hair, I literally had my hair in braids, like teeny tiny braids, and just took them out today. So I'm just like gonna pick them out, and then eventually my hair will grow into what you guys always see. This actually turned out really good. I still have some braids back in here. I am getting through The Problem with Forever. I'm on page 39. I read a good amount in the car actually, and it's really enjoyable. It's kind of giving me like Binding 13 vibes, not in the sense that it's like the same story, but like it's set in high school. It's two people who like it seems kind of like fated together, and one of them has like went through, well, both of them have actually went through like something really hard, so they also are kind of like trauma bonded in a way as well. I've actually read one book by Jennifer Lynn Armentrout, and it was called, I think, Wait for It or Wait for You or something like that, and it was really good. I immediately bought the rest of the series, so I definitely am excited that I'm reading this one because I haven't read anything of hers in a while. And I feel like whenever I like forget about an author, sometimes I like never go back to them. Like if I've read a book that I liked by an author and then I just like, you know, read it like 2 years ago, sometimes I literally just don't go back to them. So I'm glad that this challenge had me pick that book. I also am realizing that there are so many good books out there that like people haven't talked about in a while. Like this came out a long time ago, and I don't think that anyone's like really actively like talking about this a ton on like Book Talk and stuff because it's like an older book. So I have to remind myself often that there's like old books or older books that are still just as good as like the new ones that are coming out. But I got everyone these little t-shirts. They all say Cabin Crew. I'll show you guys like everything up close so you guys can see. I got everyone this t-shirt. It says Cabin Crew, and then it has Shaughnessy's 32nd birthday, La Harpe, Illinois, established 2024. I also got these little like things that say Camp Schroeder, but I didn't realize that they spelled it wrong whenever I ordered it, and I didn't like pick that up until literally this weekend, but they're still really cute. I just wanted something for people to like be able to carry their stuff in. And then I also have this little like timeline. Obviously we did a lot of stuff yesterday. We were on the four-wheelers and we were like fishing and stuff, and then today we're going to like have brunch outside and then do field games, swimming, kayaks, paddleboarding. Well, not kayaks because we actually don't have kayaks, but and then we're gonna have a little bonfire and s'mores tonight. We also might do a movie night tonight because we did that last night and really enjoyed it. Be careful of the baby. Oh my God! They're catching y'all. Don't. Hey, I'm watching y'all. Start over. Ready, set, throw. Oh. on the last two standing. It's Alex and Gunnar and Kayla and Nikea. Woo! Let's see who gets it. Ready, set, throw. You got it, you got it! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Alright, woo! I have a book package that I want to open with you guys, and I have a clothing package. So I'm gonna open the clothing first because I feel like you guys want to see the books more. I have been trying to show like more life things in like videos because I feel like you guys really like to see like just the whole of life, you know, like workouts and hauls and all the things, but it just, I don't know, like comment below if you guys like to see that because I feel like I get a little like nervous. I don't know why, like I always feel like maybe they just like want to see the books, like I don't know, but I actually used to have like a fully like vlog channel, and then I switched to books, and I love sharing books, absolutely love it, but I think that sprinkling in things here and there that like are other things that I enjoy is really cool in the book videos. But I got this dress. You guys are always asking where I get dresses from, so I thought it would be cool to share. This dress is perfect for fall. Like it has the little ties on the side, and it also has like a little zip on the back. And this is the cutest dress because it's perfect for fall, but I can also wear it now. It has like the pleating at the bottom. There's like little pleats here, here, and I think right here. So I won't need to wear like a bra with this. This just looks so cute. I can see myself like wearing this with boots whenever it gets really cold, or even like a long sleeve shirt underneath this. I have a long sleeve shirt that has like frills at the top of the neck and then frills at the bottom of the sleeves, and so it's like a beige tone, and it's perfect for underneath dresses. I feel like if you're gonna wear a long sleeve underneath dresses, it has to have like something on the neck or the sleeves, because otherwise it kind of just is like, it's not giving the vibe, like it doesn't give cute, you know, it kind of gives like church, you know? So I feel like this will be perfect for fall, but also I can literally wear it now, and it's such a cute color. I've been really into pinks and reds. I feel like pink is my color. And then this is the book that I actually went to the bookstore and I wanted to get. It was in the last vlog, but, or no, it wasn't in the last vlog. I shared a TikTok over on TikTok, and then I shared like a reel on Instagram with this book, and I went book shopping and could not find this book while I was in there, and I was so surprised because it was released that day, but it was not, I guess, released in my Barnes. So I actually had already ordered it, but I don't know if anyone else is like this. Like if I have something on pre-order and it doesn't come to me fast enough, like I just get so antsy. So like the day of the release, I was like, okay, it's not in my house, I want to buy it. And thankfully they did end up having it because I actually saved some money. I got this book. This is the author who wrote On Rotation. Yeah, I think there's like a couple other things in here. This came with a cute bookmark. And oh my gosh, it says that it's defty and voicey, sexy and emotionally brilliant. This is by that quote is by Christina Lauren. It says, "I'll be happy to just be yours" on the bookmark. And then there's also a sticker that says "Soft Life," and then a little print that I also got. And this is so cute, and this is the other print. Oh my god, like how cute. And it's Between Friends and Lovers. This book just came out. This is by the author who wrote On Rotation, which I love that book and rated it 4 stars. I think that that book is actually perfect for people who are wanting to get into romance, but maybe you normally read contemporary or literary fiction. I'm actually gonna make a video on TikTok or Instagram pretty soon, sharing some book recs for people who like don't normally read romance but want to get into romance, and that is one of the books I'm going to put on there because I feel like it's such an underrated book because it is marketed as a romance, but I feel like it's more of a like contemporary fiction with like subplot of romance. So kind of gives me like Annabelle Monaghan vibes. Like there's a romance in it, but like it's heavy on like the learning and growing, finding yourself, like that type of vibe. So she came out with this, which this is a true romance. Like the romance is heavy in this one. And Allie Hazelwood actually wrote a quote. She said, "Sweet and steamy, perfectly written, overflowing with heart. Basically, I'll recommend this book for eternity." Abby Jimenez said that this book is meaty, complex, and steamy. Abuibi, I think that's her last name, takes it all on. And then Riss M. Nielsen, who wrote A Love Like the Sun, which is the books that I love, she said, "A beautifully written depiction of being vulnerable enough to love deeply and to be loved the same way in return." Oh, these are just, I love that I know authors enough where I can look on the back of books and like read their reviews and know like, okay, if they liked it, I'll probably like it because I like their books. This has a swoon-worthy story of love and friendship in the age of social media where what you see might not be all you get. To thousands of Instagram followers, Josephine Boutin is the dazzling Dr. Jojo, and her opinions on health and self-love matter. Her message, be smart, be significant, and do not put up with foolish men. Off camera, Jo's story is more complicated. She's grappling with depression and the pressures of her career, and her love life is non-existent thanks to a decade-long unrequited crush on her best friend, rom-com heartthrob Ezra Edelman. But when Ezra shows up to his 30th birthday party with her childhood bully on his arm, Jo realizes it's time to take her own advice. No one is more shocked than Malcolm Waters, well, I cannot talk today, when his debut novel transforms him into a literary darling, the type who gets invited to a swanky party to discuss film opportunities. Rubbing elbows with entertainment's elite could be great for his career, except he's terrible with people. Just when Mal is ready to escape, he's rescued by none other than Dr. Jojo, and he's been following her on social media for years, and she's even more impressed in real life, and to his bewilderment, the admiration seems mutual. But Jo, Ezra, and Mal exist in a world where the line between private and public is as blurred as the one between friendship and love. The question is, can they risk defining those lines to create something real? Oh, I'm excited for this. Is this a love triangle? Or are they all in a relationship together? Like, I don't know. Like, or like, does she like them both? Like, I cannot wait to read this. And I actually ended up pre-ordering this so that I could get like the bookmarks and stuff and get these little pictures. I feel like it has to be a love triangle because there's two people in this picture, but then there's three here. So I feel like maybe she chooses like one. But I ordered on pre-order because she signed each book personally. And in this one, she said, "Dear Shaughnessy, wow, I literally cannot read this. I'm so something by the day we met in IRL in semicolon." If you guys don't know, we actually met. I did not even know she was an author. I was just in Semicolon Books in Chicago, and she was like shopping for, or maybe I think she was coming in to sign her books or something. She just like came in, and I was like, oh my God, you were on rotation. I love that book. Like as she was signing it, like I didn't even know it was her. And then I was like, oh my God, like you are signing this book. Like I loved it. And she was so freaking sweet. She said, "You were so delightful, respondent in person." This is in cursive, y'all. I haven't read in cursive in a minute. In person, and I can feel that authenticity in your posts. Thank you for supporting me. Please enjoy. That's sweet. That is really sweet. And the beginning says, "For the strong girls, for the girls who seem to have it all together even when they're falling apart. For the Megan Thee Stallions of the world, who everyone knows has to consume, but no one knows, who everyone knows how to consume, but no one knows how to protect. You deserve to be cherished too." I feel like this needs to be my next book. Like after like this challenge, I feel like I need to pick this up because it just looks like it's gonna be one that I'm not gonna wanna put down. And I'm so excited for this. Literally the first sentence goes, surviving as a black girl in high school is pretty easy as long as you know the rules. Like, I'm sold, I'm in. I literally cannot wait to read this, but I'm gonna go outside and read for a little bit. I'm pretty far into the book, so I think I'm gonna finish it today and end up picking another book. So let's go read for a little bit and then I'll come back and choose another book to finish out the challenge. I'm just now seeing on this book that this was also like blurbed by Emily Henry. Like, there are so many incredible authors that blurb this book, and now I just can't wait to read it. Allie Hazelwood, Christina Lauren, they both wrote my favorite book, Love and Other Words. Abby Jimenez, Rissa Nielsen. And on the front, it says that Emily Henry said, "What a beautiful, emotionally generous, good-hearted book." I feel like this is definitely one of my most anticipated books of the year. I feel like I don't have a ton to say about this book, and I mostly think it's because this book is like cute, but it's not really like doing much for me. You know, like those books where it's like, it's cute while you're reading it, but I'll probably never like think about the characters again. I will say that I read another book by this author, I think it's called like Wait For You, and I really enjoy that book more, but I think it's because it's set in college, and this one's set in high school and feels very much like high school. Like, there's many moments where she has to like ask permission to go places, like she's going to her first parties, like getting her first kiss, like things like that. And normally I like that, but I think in this book, what is like making me not be as connected is because there isn't a ton of dialogue. One of the main things in this book is that the main character, she like is struggling to speak because she's had like some trauma in her past. And so like, you just get a lot of her inner monologue, like for most of the book, because she literally is like having a hard time speaking. And it's not that she can't speak, she just like struggles with it. So you're seeing her like grow and get stronger in who she is and stuff, but also like, I'm just like, girl, I'm like on page 30, no, not page 30, wow, chapter 30 something. And I think I only have like 100 pages left, if that. Yeah, I think like a little less than 100 pages, and she still is like not really speaking. And I think initially when it, like the book first started, I was like, okay, she'll eventually like learn to like find her voice and like get stronger in, you know, talking to people and stuff. And she has, but like it's still very slow, like very, very slow. So she'll say like, you know, 6 words, and like that's a big deal for her. So a lot of the book is her inner monologue. So I think that this would be great if you like don't mind that, but also if you really are in the mood for like a high school romance. Like, you know how in Binding 13, like that book has like a lot of trauma that the characters went through. I feel like this is similar to that in that way, but really nothing else. But like, if you like characters who are kind of like broken, not broken, but like, you know what I'm trying to say, like have a lot going on, I think you'll really like her as a character. Again, I am enjoying it, but it's like, I'll probably recommend it like if I'm giving people high school recs, like young adult recs that aren't like the fluffy reads, because I feel like you do find that a lot. Like most high school recs are like very fluffy and like fun, and you don't get a ton of depth. And I know for me in high school, like I wanted those books where they like kind of rip your heart out a little bit. This one definitely has more of that feel, but again, it's very high school. So it's, you know, it's good, but it's not really like just doing that much for me. But I'm going to look at this little puzzle and pick out the last book that I'm gonna read in this video, and I'm nervous because these two books have been like good, but like I have no idea what I'm going to pick for my last book. So nervous to pick another like book because I feel like I've had just like good picks with the last one, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. Oh my gosh, I'm shook. I haven't read a Colleen Hoover book in so long. It'll be interesting to see how I feel about this book after reading it, because I always say like I don't dislike Colleen Hoover's books. Like I really enjoy them, and she is actually who got me back into reading. I read Hopeless by her in like 2013, and that got me back into reading when I was like in college. And then I like kind of stopped reading like for fun. It was mostly just like reading in college, like college textbooks and stuff, and didn't really read again until like 2019. And one of her books again was one that got me back into reading. But last year I read, I think 2 books by her. I read Without Merit by her, and I read, I think, one other book by her, and I wasn't like the biggest fan, but again, I think that those are books that like aren't super hyped up, so like maybe I just picked the wrong ones. But I've been wanting to read All Your Perfects for a while. It's been on my TBR. I never would have picked it up without this video, like genuinely never would have picked it up. So we'll see how fast I read this book, if I'm interested in it, if I enjoy it, if my taste has changed. Again, I feel like her books are great for new readers. I always recommend her books for new readers, and one thing I love about her books is that like every time I go into Barnes, I'll see girls who are like reading in her, like picking up books in her section, and like I'll just be like, you know, which ones have you read? And they're like, oh, I've read like It Ends With Us. Like that's pretty much all I've read. So then I can just be like, oh my God, you need to read this, 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 and this. And it's so cool seeing people get into reading through her books. So again, I don't know if I'll be like obsessed with this or not. I will say, I forget, I did read another one of her books last year. I read, I think Losing Hope. I reread Hopeless, and then I read, I think, Finding Perfect or something like that. So I think this is the last book in the series, like the Hopeless series. I think, I could be wrong. I need to like look it up, but yeah, so we'll see how I feel about this book in particular. I still do have some other books by her on my TBR, and I did a huge unhaul with like 40 books I wanted to give to free little libraries in another video, but I kept these books because I want to read them because I've heard great things about them. The other book by her that I have on my list to read is this book right here. It's called Regretting You. And I've just heard great things about it. I didn't want to unhaul this one because I've heard great things about it. I've also heard great things about Heartbones, which is another book that I don't have. So like if I'm really enjoying All Your Perfects, I might actually go pick up another Colleen Hoover book from the bookstore because I feel like I just finished her books in literally like a day. So we'll see how I feel. Definitely want to read this one soon too, because I think this is, what I've heard is it's one of her most underrated books. Comment below if you guys have like read some of her books and like years later still enjoy them, or like how you feel about them, if you don't like them anymore. I feel like they're just like easy reads. Like just if I'm ever feeling like a book slump's coming on, I will always try to grab one because I literally finish them so fast. Not finished a romance book that fast in a very long time, which I guess goes to show that Miss Coho knows what she's doing, because I feel like that book was the Frida McFadden thrillers of romances. You know, like Frida McFadden, she can write a thriller and make you like not want to put it down. Literally started that yesterday, and it's the end of the day. It's been like 24 hours and I've already finished that book. I'm gonna give you guys my quick wrap up whenever I get home, but that book really surprised me. 3 books in this video. Now, I have lots of different thoughts about them, but we're gonna kind of keep it concise because I feel like I've shared a lot of how I feel on a lot of these books already. Really enjoyed this book. I actually was trying to decide if I wanted to rate this 3.5 or 4 stars. Like, I was really on the fence. I think I landed at 3.5, but like I don't do anything other than like 3.5, 4, 4.55. But like truly, if I were to like pick a number, it'd probably be like 3.75 or something. I just don't do like the point, like, you know, 3.25, like 3.75, because if someone were to be like, what'd you rate this? I would never remember if I was using that rating system. So I just do like half, you know? But this was so close to a 4-star rating for me because it was so freaking cute. Like, the whole book, I enjoyed it. Like, it was just super cute. There were just certain things that I didn't care for. I just wish there was like a little bit more dialogue. Like, there were just certain things. Like, go to my Goodreads for a full review. I always give like 3 paragraphs there of like my full thoughts, but really enjoyed this one. Like, definitely will be recommending it. It was super cute, which is surprising because I've actually heard a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't know how I felt about that one. Like, I don't know if I liked it, and I loved it. Like, it was very, very cute and really enjoyable. And I definitely will be reading her newest release that comes out, I think, in like September or November. Then I read The Problem with Forever, which is a book by Jennifer Lynn Armentrout, and I've read one of her books. Really love that one. I rated it 4 stars. I think it's called like Wait For You or something. And this one, it wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna leave this one at like a 3-star rating, I think. 3 stars to me isn't bad. It's just like mid. Like those TV shows that you kind of leave on in the background. You may never remember the names of the characters in the TV show. That's how I feel about 3-star books. Like, they're there for a purpose. They're entertainment. They're enjoyable. Probably will never remember them. Will recommend them sometimes, not always. Just depends on like the type of person. Yeah, it was a book that was fine. I think the thing that I really struggled with was the main character did not talk. Like, that was like her crux like in life, and I love books with dialogue, so the whole time I'm like, this is literally straight her inner monologue, like the entire book almost. I will say the ending was very surprising. I was shook by some of the stuff that happened. It's not like your typical like book that you pick up, like a high school romance. So if you want something that's not just like cutesy and fluffy and you want like a little bit more of like the trauma and like tears, you'd like this book, especially if you like high school romances. And then I ended up reading All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I think I was most surprised by this book because the writing is not like anything to write home about. Like, it's not anything that's like, you know, I'm not gonna have any quotable things from this book probably, you know, like, but I really enjoyed this book. And maybe because the thing that the couple struggles with in this book, it's so rare to find in other books. So maybe this isn't like the best judge of character for like whether I enjoy her books or not, but like the thing they struggle with, like they're a married couple, and the thing they struggle with, like lots of married couples struggle with. So I think that this would be a really good book for someone. I can't even say like who it would be good for. Any married person I think would enjoy it, because like this isn't something that I specifically struggle with, but I have friends who struggle with this in their marriage, and I feel like it gave me so much perspective for what they go through and how hard the thing they're going through can be. And I feel like it gave me more empathy for them because you get to like see an inside view of like how the characters feel going through this. I will say that Colleen Hoover is to romance as Frida McFadden is to thrillers. Like, I just gobbled this up. I read this so fast, and I feel like her books are always like that. And I thought maybe her books were like that because I just got into reading, so like I didn't really know like what I really liked. Like, I was just excited to be reading a book. No, her books are like that. Like, the minute you start this book, you will not want to put it down. I don't think I put this book down until page like 80. And then I just like took a mini break and then got right back to it. I just think it's so good. I think I'm gonna wait to like really rate this book until I put my review on Goodreads. Once it's on Goodreads, it's there for good. Like, it's not coming down, it's not changing, but I need to sit on this one for like maybe a night. So by the time you guys see this video, the review should be up like later in the day, but I don't know, I just need to sit on it for a second because I feel like there were a lot of things in this book that I loved, but also some things I was like, oh, like that wasn't my favorite thing, you know? So I will say, I will definitely be buying more Colleen Hoover books. I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed this and how fast-paced it was, because I have not read one of her books in a while, but I liked it. I think that it's good. Would I say that it's a 5-star read? No. But it was enjoyable, it was fast-paced, it was a very easy read, it was fun. There wasn't really anything that made me want to stop and put down the book, which is my favorite thing in the book. Some people like their favorite thing about a book is that it has quotable things, or that it's something they want to annotate, or it has flowery writing. My favorite thing is when I don't want to put it down. I don't care what type of book it is. If I don't want to put it down, you have me sold, and that's going to be a decently rated book for the most part. I really enjoyed this. So anyway, those are the 3 books that I wanted to share in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been trying to do little fun, new, unique challenges, and I hope you guys are loving them, because I have been. There's gonna be some really fun videos coming soon. I'm gonna go on a trip with some book besties, and there are some book shopping vlogs coming soon. Lots of them, and it's gonna be a good time leading up into fall and cozy season. So subscribe if you guys haven't, because there's new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.